and going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little group. Welcome, basketball fans. It's Saturday afternoon. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
So the Nets starting five. We've got Cam Thomas. Ben Simmons is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then there's Scott, and it's Claxton in at the pivot spot and in the middle.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Claxton a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Scott. Oh, and he jams it right over Wendell Carter. Wow.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Now, here's Caldwell Pope. Five on the clock. Unloads from 9. It's hauled in by Claxton. And here are the Nets. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
What's up?
You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard, and you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
Now Scott, after Wendell Carter missed from long range. And so just over a minute and a half played. Caldwell Pope kicks to Suggs. Buries the long-range jumper.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Now here's Simmons. 8 points his last outing. From deep, Thomas. And it's Suggs with the rebound. The Orlando Magic coming to this one following a loss to Cleveland. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Banchero. Johnson with some nice D. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. The Nets making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Scott against Caldwell Pope. Banchero brings the double team. Pass to Claxton. Caldwell Pope against Scott. And then Scott slams it in.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Caldwell Pope outside. Now Banchero shoots over Scott, and there's Banchero on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Scott. He has 7. Claxton a screen on Caldwell Pope. The drive by Scott. Good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Carter.
One shot.
That's good from Scott. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season has really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Now, here's Bogdanovich following the missed shot by Franz Wagner. Johnson with a screen on Banchero.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now, here's Wagner. Nothing on the board. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Banchero. No good from outside.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Claxton the pass to Scott. Outside Thomas. Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Suggs. Last game he had 28 points. Wagner outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Scott, good, and the assist goes to Thomas. 14 points for A-Train.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And you got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. Fourth, the Magic.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Wagner against Johnson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Nice balance by Wagner, taking the hit like a champ and working through it.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Put it down! Wow!
Oh, my gracious. Way to get up.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Pass to Banchero. Sinks that one from a post. Banchero's got 7.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Here's Scott, and finished off by Scott.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. They trail by 7.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Johnson with a screen on Caldwell Pope. And then Scott slams it in.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Over in the corner, Banchero. Wagner outside. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Scott kicks to Bogdanovich. A Three-pointer is right on target.
And I'm a fan of that guy when he's shooting it from deep. Bogdanovich looks good every time it leaves his hands.
Back to Wagner. Caldwell Pope with the screen on Johnson. Wagner from long range. A rebound by the Nets.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And it's Scott with the jam.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Wagner against Johnson. Wagner passes to Wagner. Back to Wagner. And finish off by Wagner.
A glance around the floor pays off, and Wagner spots the open man.
Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Johnson outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Scott. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And one on Caldwell Pope.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
Here's Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Count that bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Scott. 24 points for him. Johnson with a screen on Caldwell Pope. The drive by Scott, and the layup's good off the glass. Scott's got 26.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Down low, here's Caldwell Pope. Tries again. Kicks it out to Wagner. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot three. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich. In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some big steps forward.
Oh, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
Thomas, that's good. Thomas got 5.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
It's tipped. Scott with the ball. Defended now by Wagner. Scott can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 11. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist from Wagner.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And here is Scott. He's got 26. Simmons on the wing. 5 to shoot. And it's Hayes in the corner. Over Anthony. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Olin. David?
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Outside for Thomas. Pass to Clowney. Scott with the ball. Now here's Hayes. Outside Thomas. Here's Scott. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Magic. 9-point game. Wagner outside. Pass to Wagner. Back to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up. This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Scott pulls it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Clowney. He's covered by Isaac. Here's Simmons. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
The Magic making a switch here. Banchero's checked in.
Nice finish.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Here's Anthony, and it's blocked by Scott. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Harris finds Isaac. Banchero, a screen on Scott. There's the lob to Banchero. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Nice work by
Up and they call the shooting foul. It's on Gary Harris. The Nets have
Going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
and he can't hit the second. Isaac outside. 1 second left, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's Brooklyn in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Brooklyn leading by 9. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Simmons. Cam Thomas is out there with Hayes. Then there's Scott, and it's Clowney in at the 4-man position. Thomas against Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Simmons. Count it. Simmons got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Nets.
Good to see Thomas give the rock up there. That's the right choice.
Well, you talk about Cam Thomas. RJ, he's one of the most explosive scorers I know in the NBA.
Well, after Kyrie and KD got traded out of Brooklyn, Thomas went off, putting together a streak of 3 straight 40-point games.
And it's Scott with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. 2 points. That one goes. 14 points for Paolo Banchero.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Scott inside. He's covered by Isaac. Scott can't get it to go. Harris passes to Anthony. Banchero outside. He's looking for Isaac and finds him. Frank, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
The drive by Simmons. Outside for Thomas. No good on the 3. Last game for Brooklyn, they pick up the W against the Bulls. Here's Harris. It's sent back down by Simmons.
And you could feel the swat from here. Simmons packs a punch on these blocks.
And finished off by Scott.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. The Magic trail by 11. Anthony looking it over. Banchero, a screen for Anthony. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Pass to Clowney. Puts the move on. Rips it home after the terrific move.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Anthony, the pass to Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
You got to push Isaac out of the paint. Once he's got that position, he is going to be all over the rim.
Hayes dishes to Simmons. What a terrific move that was. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Banchero. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
That's just some good old-fashioned bully ball from Banchero. Just a physical force.
He's with it. Now Scott. Pass to Clowney. Here's Simmons. Nets passing it around. Here's Hayes. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Isaac outside. And they call the... foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about the concentration on that? Isaac able to absorb the contact and still finish with a difficult shot.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Magic. Suggs comes in for Harris. Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets.
Taking a look here at numbers for Anthony, how he did last season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game. And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
The Magic trail by 8. And here is Suggs. Carter kicks to Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
He's just got it on automatic right now, shooting 100%, and that'll keep your confidence high.
There's the screen. Drives to the hoop, and Hayes throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Isaac passes to Anthony. Bangs home the trifecta. Anthony's got 7 points in the game.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
And it's sent back by Isaac. They get it back. Hayes, no good. The Magic trail by 5. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Sunday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons. And then on Monday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies.
And looking at the Boston matchup, that'll be their 4th outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Cole Anthony. The Magic have gone 7-9. Their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Scott against Caldwell Pope. Scott dishes to Johnson. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Suggs can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Nets with the lead. Johnson with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Scott and finished off by Scott.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Orlando, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Schroeder against Suggs. Carter with a screen on Scott. To the middle. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Wagner. Again, the Magic score.
Wagner able to get that one lined up from mid-range.
Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Johnson the screen. High by Scott, and the shot goes down.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Brooklyn shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And Orlando making a change here. Isaac's checked in.
What's up?
That's good from Scott. Now, here's Wagner. He's got 6. Caldwell Pope outside. Carter sets the pick for Caldwell Pope to the inside. And then Carter with the dunk.
And this is what you love about Carter. Sets great picks, and he's a monster rolling toward the cup.
Claxton a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Magic trail by 5. Suggs with the ball. Inside. And finish off by Wagner.
Oh, what a slam from Wagner. When he gets that close, he is going for it.
Johnson the screen. Schroeder passes to Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. It's hauled in by the Magic. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Isaac kicks to Wagner. To the paint. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got 5 now. Scott against Caldwell Pope. Scott the pass to Claxton. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Isaac outside. Caldwell Pope for 3. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And after struggling out the gate, he's looked more confident. And it's why his teammates have continued to feed him.
Schroeder dishes to Johnson. Claxton against Carter. Clock at 6. Pass to Scott. Second chance effort. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Schroeder passes to Johnson. Isaac against Scott. Rejected by Isaac. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. 5th best, Nick Claxton.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Here's Suggs. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. The Magic have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside, Scott. Claxton a screen on Suggs. Scott the pass to Claxton. Scott against Carter. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Nailed from three-point land. Schroeder's got himself on the board with 3 there. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Wagner passes to Suggs. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Screen by Claxton. The drive by Schroeder. That one drops for him. And it's a 4-point Nets lead.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
Simmons checked in for the Nets. Thomas comes in for Dennis Schroeder.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Screen by Simmons. A drive by Scott. And then Scott slams it in.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Caldwell Pope kicks to Wagner. Caldwell Pope pass to Wagner. Back to Caldwell Pope. The tray. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Simmons, a screen on Suggs. Thomas passes to Simmons. Isaac with some nice deep.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for them, they're still out in front.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Isaac with a screen for Wagner. Pass to Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
And Wagner is comfortable in the pick and roll. His decision-making is impressive in those situations.
Johnson the screen. And here's Simmons for three. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Brooklyn ahead, up 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome to our 2K Sports Studio.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and...
Taking a peek now. And that's a halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A-Train has been sensational.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. The Magic trail by 4. Well, Ben Simmons is a multiple-time All-Star, but Richard, it's been years since he has played at that level. We know about the injury history.
And I wish Ben nothing but the best. I'm rooting for him, but it's hard to talk about someone who doesn't consistently play the game, and the injuries have taken Ben out of that position.
And it's Banchero missing. Nets leading by 4. Scott inside. He's covered by Suggs. Johnson with a screen on Banchero. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Orlando's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Wagner finds Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Banchero left side. And stolen by Scott. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Johnson with a screen on Banchero. Scott, and finished off by Scott.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Carter with a screen on Johnson. Inside. And then Carter with the dunk.
Playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Simmons, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Scott, and he makes good on the layup. Scott's got 47 points.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Caldwell Pope outside. Out left to the wing. Banchero left side. 6 on the shot clock. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Banchero. 11 feet away. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Banchero against Simmons. Banchero kicks to Wagner. Carter with a screen on Johnson. To the inside. And stolen by Simmons. To the middle. Stolen by Carter. Here's the break. Here's Suggs. Here's Banchero. It's sent back down by Simmons. Bogdanovich finds Scott. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jalen Suggs. The Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. Scott hits them both. Here's Wagner. He's got 10. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Banchero against Scott. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Johnson can't hit. The Magic trail by 4. Suggs in the corner. There's the lob to Banchero. Loses his grip and clanks the alley-oop jam. And it's Scott with the jam.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Here's Suggs. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Scott the pass to Johnson. Scott with a screen on Carter. Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Really seems like everyone in the league can elevate these days, and Johnson, well, he's no exception.
Caldwell Pope outside. Suggs with a screen for Caldwell Pope. And Suggs throws it down.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Outside for Simmons. Outside Thomas. Off target from three-point range. The Magic trail by 6. Pass to Wagner. Orlando moving the ball around. uses the glass to finish the layup. Carter's got 8 points.
And that's a huge body down low. When Carter Jr. gets that kind of position, there's not much you can do to stop him.
With the teardrop, rebound by the Magic. Caldwell Pope's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Banchero. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Anthony's checked in for the Magic.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
Here's Scott. Non-stop scoring machine here. They set the screen. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nets lead by 3.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Now Suggs. He has 6. Outside Anthony. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And here's a look at the stats for Dennis Schroeder. A very nice season for him last year. He was around 14 points a game last year. 6 assists and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game.
The drive by Scott. Oh, and he jams it right over Wendell Carter. Wow.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Pass to Banchero. And the rejection by Claxton.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Driving to the basket. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The Magic in second.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Wagner outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Wagner's got 12 points in the game.
Oh, good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
Claxton a screen on Wagner. Scott the pass to Claxton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Nets lead by 5.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Suggs looking around. Back to Wagner. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's the aggressiveness they want Wagner to have. Force the defender into a tough spot.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Mo Wagner comes in for Wendell Carter. And it's Jonathan Isaac in for Banchero. The kick out to Scott. Into the lane. And they'll get another chance. Claxton the pass to Schroeder. Here's Clowney. He's covered by Suggs. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Claxton. Another shot. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Anthony. And the rejection by Claxton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. Harris checked in for the Magic.
Number 10, Gary Harris.
And so here's Orlando. They trail by 3. It's good. And that's 11 points for Cole Anthony.
I tell you, has great vision for a big man. He can see over defenders easily thanks to that size.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Johnson, he's checked in for Scott. Harris against Schroeder. Down low, Clowney lays it up off the glass. Clowney's got 6.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Anthony. Rebound, Brooklyn. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And, Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times. But they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Orlando Magic. It's a 5-point game. That bucket in no time at all. Anthony's got 6 here in this quarter.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Shooter kicks to Hayes. Pass to Clowney. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Wagner. Isaac down low. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now just a 1-point Nets lead.
And one area Isaac must continue to improve upon. Has the size to dominate inside. Now just needs to add the muscle.
Here's Clowney. Here's Claxton. Misses the 3. Isaac passes to Harris. Here's Anthony. 13 points in the game. For the lead. Kicks it out to Wagner. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. They set the pick. It's Schroeder with the drive. Pass to Clowney. Back to Johnson. Rebounded by Anthony. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Schroeder. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Nets lead by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Cameron Johnson, Scott Scott is out there with Cam Thomas. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Clowney in at the power forward. And here's Anthony for three. Rebounded by the Nets.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Thomas inside. Banchero's there. Isaac left side. And they take the lead. And the Magic lead by one.
And Isaac has proven to be more than capable with his mid-range jump shot. He keeps it up high in the air so the defense doesn't really have a chance to disrupt his rhythm.
And finished off by Scott. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. Now, Coach talked all about fouls in that huddle. He reminded them, play defense with our feet. Beat them to the spots. Hands straight up. Don't give them a chance to blow the whistle on us. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And it's Wagner missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Scott against Harris. Scott kicks to Johnson. Claxton inside. He's defended by Wagner. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Anthony against Scott. Wagner trying to get open. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
Jalen Suggs is checked in for Gary Harris. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Brooklyn trailing. And here is Scott. Claxton a screen on Suggs. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second.
This team thinks they should be up in front, but at least they tied it up.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. The Magic again can't hit. Fournette shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Claxton a screen on Suggs. Here's Scott. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's good from Scott. Scott hits them both.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
Outside Anthony. Pass to Isaac. Back to Anthony. And it's blocked by Scott. Here's Clowney. It's deflected. Here's Anthony driving the lane. Oh, and a jam by Anthony.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Scott inside. He's covered by Suggs. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
This is the kind of range Thomas has, which is why you must get out on him immediately.
Here's Anthony, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Anthony's got 14 points here in the second half. Scott against Suggs. Scott inside. Claxton. And he goes big with the dunk right over Jalen Suggs.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. The Magic trail by 3. Now, here's Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Lets the 3 fly. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Here's Anthony. Here's Van Caro. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Van Caro's got 29 in the game. Paxton a screen on Suggs. Here's Scott. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jalen Suggs. The first free throw is good.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Scott hits them both. Orlando's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Driving inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting. Free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
A free throw drops for Suggs. Bogdanovich is checked in for Brooklyn. Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
Here's Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Takes a 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much if you don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Johnson with a screen on Suggs. Here's Scott. And another one falls. Amazing.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Thomas against Suggs. Pass to Isaac. The shot, no good. Excellent D there by Johnson. Drive by Scott. Paxton with it. Back to Scott. Paxton a screen on Suggs. Here he goes. Knocked loose. Claxton the pass to Scott. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by the Magic. Anthony with it. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Claxton a screen on Anthony. Here's Scott. And got it! Another basket.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Suggs against Thomas. Suggs passes to Van Caro. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Claxton a screen on Wagner. Here's Scott. He got it again. Sensational.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
Thomas kicks to Bogdanovich. Shoots over Isaac. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Here's Anthony. Takes it off the glass. Anthony's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Drive by Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. The Magic trail by 7. Banchero up top. Over Bogdanovich. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Net shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Johnson the screen. Now Scott. Johnson the screen. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 4-second violation for the Magic. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Franz Wagner comes in for Isaac. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Anthony. Carter outside. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Wagner wide open. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Going on the attack there. Great effort from Wagner.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Brooklyn leading by 4. Claxton a screen on Caldwell-Pope. Thomas passes to Claxton. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 5 assists in the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
To the inside. Shot left block. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
He better get used to these late game scenarios. Banchero getting a nice taste of it right there.
Wagner against Scott. Good, he hits again.
And that puts him even for 3rd on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
I'm at a loss for words. Greg, his has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see.
And to equal a mark set way back in 1961 by Wilt Chamberlain, that tells you all you need to know.
Scott up top. He's defended by Wagner. Scott against Carter. Drive by yet another bucket.
And that score moving him clear into 3rd all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961, and Kobe Bryant now in his sight.
To the paint. Here's Banchero. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Banchero's got 35.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Thomas surveying the D. And Scott has it in the corner. And good! There's another.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100. This is a game you'll be talking about for decades. Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Drive by Scott and finished off by Scott.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside, here's Carter. Second chance shot. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Big moments, not too much for Carter Jr. Clutch gene coming through.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Personal foul. 14 foul.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Here's Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by the Nets. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 15 foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. 20 seconds left in the game.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
So it's the Nets picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now, our player of the game, A-Train.